So our green elements here in the house is, in the kitchen we used FSC certified wood, cherry. Then we put a water-based sealer on it. The interior of the cabinets are made out of wheat board. The stone that we used on the floor in the house is not necessarily locally available, but it did come from Arizona. But that was the closest that we were able to choose from and the options that we were looking at. Low VOC paints, actually I think they might have been no VOC paints because we used primarily white. Denim insulation, definitely a big one. In fact, we did a second little expansion recently in the garage and also added additional denim insulation, which was a wonderful product to work with.
One of the things that I definitely noticed was that the TELLUS group had a great facility with speaking about all the various materials, whether it was for floors, for kitchens, for bathrooms, and really looking at all the various options. We had some ideas of what we wanted, and they would be very good at saying, okay, this idea is good because of such and such, or this idea maybe isn't the greatest thing. Here's a way that you may want to consider doing this. And that was very, very useful, particularly I would call it like the details of the job. We knew, for instance, you know, that we want that we wanted this type of a tile in the bathroom, or this is what we wanted in the bathroom. But we didn't know the specifics, and they were very, very good at making sure that we looked at what the options were and being involved in those details so that it really worked within our budget.
We decided to go green for two reasons. Firstly, because I have various allergies and sensitivities, and I didn't want fumes and paint stains and any other unhealthy contaminants in the environment. And secondly, just because it's a smarter way to build. There's less in the landfill. There's less damage and carbon footprint onto the environment.
We always wanted to build a house in taking into account the environmental impact of it, and trying to determine a way that we could do it with many green features, not only from the point of view of what we use in the structure of the house, but how the house functioned within the environment that we live here in Southern California, and trying to take advantage of all those situations.
Green products that we were interested in and that we ultimately ended up using was the flooring, the wall treatments, the paint, the cabinetry, and the finishes on the cabinetry, as well as the wall hangings and the bed, of course, which is what we started with.
We wanted to incorporate as many green features, not only in the building materials, but also in the function of the house, how the airflow was managed, how the electricity was utilized, water conservation, landscape arrangement. All of those were really critical to us in the overall green function of the home. I think while health was certainly a concern for us, it wasn't the overarching concern. I think making sure that the house utilized as many sustainable resources as possible was much more important to us, as well as incorporating appliances and other features that were really going to reduce our energy bills.